Hey, 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 I am Alison Pandora. It's me. Whoop. And you are you. Here we are, blinded by the light. I'm outside. I'm getting my oil changed, and I realized that I have really not been taking advantage of the sun and the vitamin D. I'm more of like a vampire lately. Taking my midnight walks, which really aren't at midnight. They're at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock, depending on where I'm at. TikTok goes a clock. And that does help, right? To get, all the endorphins going, and it helps to settle, at least for me, to go to sleep. And then I realized I'm like not getting in the sun. So here I am taking advantage. So let's go with time real quick. Taking advantage with my cricket classes. Taking advantage of your timetable. Maybe lunchtime, right? You have 5 seconds at lunch. 5 seconds, 15 minutes, half hour, whatever it is. Maybe you take that 10 minutes and you go for that walk outside when it's sunny. Maybe you take your lunch and you eat outside. I was huge on eating outside. Maybe you run to the grocery store real quick and you get those 3 things that you needed because it will only take a second. What else? Maybe while you're getting your oil changed, if it's not nice outside, you answer those few emails or you do those few things on your phone. Excuse me. Woo! My nose is like runaway train, never coming back. Okay. So that's that. Now let's talk about something else. Let's talk about being sad, because that's where I am. Go back to the first video. I'll give the whole explanation there. So down and out about my mom, yes. Also down and out about the lack of resources I have to maybe reminisce about the good things. I have a big support system with the friends. I have more friends than I know what to do with, and it's very important to have a support system. But I find myself really wanting to talk to my mom's twin sister. She had a twin. She died while I was in high school. Or even my uncle, my mom's brother, dead also in high school. What about my other family? Due to their own circumstances, they either don't speak or just, they're not helpful. They're not helpful, really. I'm not gonna lie. So yes, I don't come from that typical yay family situation, and I find myself upset about that. So what happens? So I'm beginning to be a lot more aware of how I am this time of year and just how I am in general, thanks to this lovely thing called yoga. And that's a complaint that I get from people as a teacher. And as a friend, that yoga makes you aware and you don't like what you see and what you feel, right? You don't like that you find that little weird spot in your hip, or that you realize how tight your shoulders are, or that, that weirdo kind of memory maybe started to surface and you're like, no! I get that. I get why people don't want that. Here's my analogy. You have a leaky faucet or a leaky sink, right? You don't know it's leaking. So you cannot fix it yourself, and you cannot call the plumber. You can't do really anything about it because you didn't even know it was a problem. So let's say you have something leaking, in your body, like mentally, or like a weird part of your body that's extra tight. Until you are aware of it, you cannot fix it yourself or make any attempts to fix it. Yes, ignorance is bliss, right? You'd rather not know. But I'm finding, even though that process of fixing it or working towards a new area within your body, within your mind, within your spirituality, whatever it is, that's freaking hard. It's hard! But I would rather work with the plumber, right, my outside source, and with myself to fix these things than to just have my faucet leaking everywhere, or just have my nonsense leaking everywhere, right? If I didn't know this time of year I was upset, I would just kind of mopey around all day long, every day. Wouldn't force myself to do these things. Wouldn't force myself to cook. I realize I'm not cooking as much. I love to cook. That's a whole nother situation. Just being aware of who you are and where you are will really help yourself, and ultimately that helps everybody else as well, right? Helping yourself helps other people. So here's the tips. Time management. Take those little pockets and do something productive. I'm not an expert on it, but I know it works. What else? Being aware. Find that thing maybe it's not yoga for you. That's fine, but yoga takes all different forms. So go on that walk, go on that hike, sit there quietly with yourself. I'm not sure what it is, but let's talk about yoga. So community classes, there are free community classes, most likely in your neighborhood. All right? Free. So look up community classes of yoga. I know in New Jersey, Purple Loam has some. I also know AYI, the Ayurveda and Yoga Institute, they have a community class Monday nights you can go to. Find something, right? If money is an issue, or if it's like, I don't even know if I like this nonsense, let me just go. And let me just touch on that really quick. Yoga's like chicken. All right, let's say if you ate chicken. I know there's some veggies out there. If you had chicken, there's chicken for everybody. So if you had chicken piccata and you don't like chicken piccata, you cannot come to me and say, I don't like chicken. I hate all chicken. That's how yoga is. Like, there's a flavor for everybody. There's a flavor for everybody. You cannot tell me you don't like any drink. Maybe you don't like water, but there has to be a drink out there that satisfies your palate a little bit. So yoga's like that. So maybe you just didn't like that type of yoga, that style. What else can you do with yoga? Look up on YouTube. Yoga for your bed. There's 5-minute sessions that you can do in your bed, and they're more simple moves to try to get breathing in. Go to the library, get a video. That's how I started with yoga. Whatever it is, try something new. Get yourself to be more aware of yourself so you can move forward and you can help other people as you move as well. All right, I'm going to say that's it. I'm Alison Pandora. I'm going to continue my walk. You're you. Do something great for yourself, even if you don't feel like doing it. It's going to help. All right, that's that. Clive Wearing. I watched a whole thing on him. I'm going to talk about that and being appreciative and just Clive Wearing in general. Deuces.